Very good. Yeah. Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Sunday Feast program, special Sunday Feast lecture. Today's class going to present by Her Grace Jayasubhadra mataji. Jayasubhadra mataji does not need any introduction, but for our purification, we will tell few words about mataji. Mataji practicing Krishna consciousness path over 25 plus years. Mataji does many other services like deity department, festival coordination department, book distribution and all. With that, we will welcome Jayasubhadra Mataji by loudly chanting one time Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Mataji. Over to you.
Samanvita, you want to sing? You have another one?
Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janaval, Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Givaradhari. Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Givaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, Samanvita.
Hare Krishna devotees, kindly move forward and come towards your right, if possible.
Hare Krishna devotees, thank you. Thank you for coming to the Sunday Feast program. Welcome. And I know we did discuss Damodar Leela last Sunday by Suvarna Manjari Mataji. We'll discuss a little bit in detail. Mataji described the glories of the Damodar month and the austerities and things that we should do, increase our devotional service. Today we'll dive a little deeper into the importance of what Krishna wanted to bring out from this pastime. So I'll just say the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manopishtam Sapitam Yena Putali Swayam Rupakadamayam Tatati Swapatandikam Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Ramapat Swamiti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvisheshaniyari Paschata Desha Tarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, actually Krishna has so many pastimes, right? He kills so many demons in Vrindavan, so many demons, and from when he was just 2-3 days old, he killed Putna. So it started from, his pastime started even before that, of course, but it's an eternal pastimes which are going on forever in the spiritual world. And this is a very special pastime of the Lord, Damodar Leela. It's one of the sweetest pastime, and it's a most famous and most celebrated one. Anybody knows why? Why is it most celebrated? Yes, Samantha.
Because Krishna didn't kill any demon in his pastime. He showed that he can be bound by the love of his devotees.
Very good. And also, because this is very special pastime, right? Krishna usually kills demons in most of his pastimes. Here, Krishna is not killing any demons, and he's showing the glories of Mother Yashoda here through this pastime. Also, usually we celebrate Janmashtami, Ram Navami, or any other festival for one day, 1 week maximum, right? This is a whole month. It's most celebrated because it's for the whole month we are celebrating this pastime. And we'd offer ghee lamb to the picture of Yashoda Damodar every day, twice a day actually, right? Morning, evening, we do Damodar Ashtakam. And so it's a very glorified, very special, very celebrated, very famous pastime of the Lord, that it takes a whole month to celebrate. And even then, it's not enough. Actually, the acharyas have given so much insights into this pastime that I was just hearing few classes and I was overwhelmed. I'm like, wow, so deep it is. Because whenever Krishna does something, there is a purpose to it. And he wants to bring out so many things. Just by one act of Krishna, there are so many lessons to be learned. And that can be realized only, we understand that only through the realizations of the previous acharyas. On our own, we cannot, we are not there yet, that advanced to know that. So, but the acharyas meditate on these pastimes, and it's revealed to them from within the heart. So, this pastime happened on the Diwali day. Before we get into this, what is the background to this, why this pastime took place, is Mother Yashoda was very concerned that Krishna was going to other gopis' house to steal butter. In fact, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, they owned 900,000 cows, and he's the king of, having 900,000 cows, why would one have to go and steal at somebody else's home butter and yogurt and, it's mind-boggling, right? We cannot think, but Krishna does that. So Mother Yashoda, being a very kind mother, she was thinking, why is Krishna doing this? Maybe he does not like what is made at our home, right? Sometimes kids don't like mother's food or gets tired and somebody else's prasadam, sometimes we like, and so even for adults we like, want to change. So she was thinking in those terms, maybe my assistants, maid servants, maybe they're helping me, but maybe it's not coming out as good as the other gopis, yogurt and butter. So maybe that's the reason. So let me do it myself. And more so, there is a picture actually, Prabhu, if you can do the next slide. She was getting constant complaints. I'll also go along here. She was also, as we see in the picture, gopis were constantly coming to Mother Yashoda and, complaining about Krishna. Your son did this today, he broke my pot, and not only he did, he made a mess and brought his friends also. Who are his friends? Monkeys. So it's a big mess, right? Monkeys coming home and breaking the pot and all. So next slide also, they're showing the empty pots to Mother Yashoda. See what Krishna did, and Krishna is just listening. In both the pictures we see Krishna is just listening. And so Mother Yashoda was thinking, I'll put an end to this. I'll make nice butter myself. I'll churn the butter from the yogurt myself for Krishna. And so what did she do? She collected, out of 900,000 cows, she brought it down to 10,000 cows, maybe 1,000 cows, 5,000, maybe 500, maybe finally 5 cows. And those cows, she fed very flavored grass. So when the milk comes out of the cow, it's flavored milk. 5 different flavors of milk. And from that, she intended to make yogurt and churn the yogurt to make butter. So that was her agenda. And that was her intention. So, because she was very concerned. So, so on Diwali day, she actually had a lot of assistants, maid servants to help her around. But she engaged them in different other activities. And she got up very, very early in the morning. And she wanted to churn the yogurt to make butter. Now, so this is Diwali day, very early in the morning, and she started doing that, churning the yogurt. And Bhagavatam describes in the 10th canto, 9th chapter, this description is very nicely given by Sukdev Goswami, and Srila Prabhupada's purports are amazing. We should read, if possible, nicely in this month especially. So as she was churning, her bangles she was wearing, the bangles were making noise, and she was singing the glories. She was only remembering Krishna did this, his activities. And it was like a poem or like a song. She was just churning the yogurt and singing. And then Krishna was sleeping in the next room. And he woke up. And Bhagavatam describes that Mother Yashoda had so much love for Krishna that automatically milk was flowing from her breast. So much love. Like cows, even if they don't have a calf, we see in Gita Nagari, even if they don't have a calf, they give milk, so much milk. It's very unusual, right? So Mother Yashoda was so much, she had so much love for Krishna that when she was singing and doing this churning, milk was flowing. And Krishna, who was sleeping in the other room, woke up, and he woke up hungry. Now, the insights to this, why Krishna woke up hungry, is Krishna is hungry for the love of his devotees. So when he saw Mother Yashoda filled with so much love for him, always she's like that, 24/7, always remembering Krishna only. Krishna's pastime, how can I please my son, what can I do for him? Not in the way that he's the supreme personality of Godhead and, I need to please him, not the way we think of Krishna. She's totally covered by the Yogamaya potency, internal energy of the Lord. So she does not know, she just sees Krishna as her son only. So as she was doing that, Krishna woke up, and like we say, Krishna woke up hungry, and he ran to Mother Yashoda. So, and there is a picture. Satya sir, you can change the picture. See, Mother Yashoda is churning, and Krishna comes and indicates to Mother Yashoda. Actually, he holds the rod that is there, we see. So stop churning. That's the indication Krishna is giving to Mother Yashoda. I'm hungry, and mother understands, what the child wants. So she understands, and she starts to feed him. Now, as that was happening, Mother Yashoda remembered there is milk that is overflowing on the stove. So she put down Krishna. She had taken Krishna in her lap. Now she had to put down Krishna and attend to the milk. So the milk, everything in the spiritual world is a person. You know, everything is a person. Krishna's flute is a person. There's a personality to it. That's spiritual world, right? So even milk is a person. Person in the sense it's a personality. So milk was thinking, what's the use of me? Krishna is drinking Mother Yashoda's milk. I'll give up my life by overflowing. I have no use. My life purpose is gone now. Krishna is not going to take my milk. So that's the insights the acharyas give. Mother Yashoda went to attend to the milk. Now this happens to us also, right? Krishna is a priority. What she was doing, Krishna was being fed, and at the same time, the milk that was on the stove is also for Krishna. So should she attend to Krishna or let the milk overflow? And that milk was the one that she had collected from 5 cows, where she had fed the cows flavorful grass to get that the milk from those 5 cows. We also have that priority, right? Conflict of priorities. What should we do? Should we do this service or that service? Both are important to us. Both looks equally important. What should we do? Let me read. Prabhupada writes in the purport that I wanted to read that. This is in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 9, Verse 5. Prabhupada says, on the platform of love and affection, it is the duty of the devotee to do one thing first and other things later. The proper intuition by which to do this is given by Krishna. Tesam satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mam upayanti te. This is from Bhagavad Gita 10:10. That those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love, I give them the understanding by which they can come to me. So this is for, one may say, this is Krishna speaking within the heart or giving the intuition from within the heart of which service takes the precedence, which service is more, should be done first and which service should be done later. We may not have, even if Krishna is talking to us, we may not have, the frequency, we are not aligned with Krishna's frequency to hear Krishna, right? Sometimes we get some intuition, some guidance from the Lord, but it's not always, right? So what should we do? In that case, what should we do when we have conflicting priorities? Both services are important. We can't decide which service we should do first. Yes. That's what Prabhupada is saying. You're saying one should do one thing first and one thing later. That's right. But both are equally important. We are in a dilemma. What should we do? Yes. Ask a devotee, take guidance. So borrow Madhava. Worked harder for. Or which requires more harder work. Maybe, practical application. Time consuming, we should do that first. And Mataji said, Manjri Mataji said, Samanvita said, take guidance, ask a devotee. Yes, we may not have the intelligence, we may borrow intelligence from another devotee, right? Who can see, sometimes we are so caught up with our own analysis of what should we do in the mind, we cannot see the clear picture. Then a third person, a third devotee, seeing the picture from outside without any influences or biases, can make better decisions for us, right? So we borrow intelligence from another devotee. So Prabhupada continues, just one sentence more. In Krishna consciousness, everything is dynamic. Krishna guides the devotee in what to do first and what to do next on the platform of absolute truth. This is for advanced pure devotees. They can do that. So now continuing with the story here, Mother Yashoda had put down Krishna and went to attend to the milk. And Krishna became very angry. You're giving priority to the milk and you're putting me down. So again, Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? He is becoming angry here in this pastime, and as a child only. So he's playing the role of a child. You know, children become angry. Kids can testify about that. And we all went through that. We all grew up of course, before we were grown-ups. So, right, we throw tantrum or something. So Krishna also became angry. And what did he do? He took a stone. Yes, Anjali. He took a stone, Anjali is saying he took a stone and broke the pot that Mother Yashoda was churning, you know. And Mother Yashoda came and he ran into another room. Now Mother Yashoda after some time came and after attending to the milk and saw Krishna is not there, the pot is broken, and more so, she saw the footprints of Krishna smeared with butter that was churned already, or the yogurt in the process, and that Krishna had done this activity, this mischief, and he had ran away into another room. So what did she do? She followed the footsteps, tracking down, where is Krishna? And that led her to another room, another storage room where they would store more butter, more yogurt and all, hanging from the ceiling, you know. So she followed, and what did she see? She was hiding before, she entered the room and she saw what was happening. So Prabhu, you can change the slide, sorry. This is what she sees, that Krishna is there on a motor, and then Krishna has invited already his friends. They are always around, waiting for an opportunity because that's their daily activity. Yeah. There is another Krishna, and I'll explain. There is another Krishna over there. I mean, this picture, so what is happening here? Mother Yashoda is hiding kind of and seeing what is going on. She's seeing Krishna has climbed up this motor, has invited his friends and is taking butter and feeding them. And Krishna is also looking here and there. You know, is my mom coming? Is my mom coming? Like always on the watch out. And so we see another Krishna, and of course Acharyas, I mean, again, this is another insight given. There is this column that we see, or the pillar, whatever you call, column, pillar. It was bedecked with jewels. So Krishna was seeing his own reflection in the pillar. And he was talking to that Krishna, saying, you don't tell anyone, I will also give you butter. He was surprised to see his reflection. So that's what's happening. And then Mother Yashoda finally shows up in front of Krishna. I don't know if that is... and Krishna immediately gets down the motor and starts to run. Small child, he can run faster than grown-ups, right? It's an obvious thing. So next slide, Prabhu, we see Mother Yashoda has a stick, and he's so small. Huh? And you can see now, one more thing is, Krishna invites his friends, monkeys, to eat butter. Anybody know why monkeys, Krishna is favoring so much monkeys in many of his pastimes, especially instilling butter and feeding them? Sanjana? Yes, it's a link to the Ramayana. You know, want to say more?
Okay, so basically in Ramayana, when Sita was kidnapped by Ravana, Rama went to Kishkinda, where the monkey kingdom came and helped him fight the war against Ravana and get Sita.
So monkeys helped Lord Ram during that time to find Sita Devi. So Lord Ram had promised them that I'm not able to feed you nicely right now, but in my appearance as Krishna, when I come down, when he comes down as Krishna, you all will be there and I'll feed you all nicely. And that's the link, that Krishna is feeding monkeys nicely, butter and all. So, now Mother Yashoda is carrying a stick and running after Krishna, as we see in the picture here, and Krishna is running and running, and Krishna is so frightened. This picture. So, if you see the expressions on his eyes and what, he's so fearful. He looks so fearful in this picture, right? From his eyes we can tell he's so fearful of Mother Yashoda, and especially of the stick that she was carrying also. So, it's next, Prabhu, please. This is a quiz question. So, was Krishna really fearful, or was he faking as if he's afraid of Mother Yashoda? Kids have an answer already. So, okay, Madhava. He was faking. He's really fearful.
I think
He was faking too. Okay, we have mixed answers here. One say two kids say he was faking, and one say he was fearful. The answer is he was really fearful. Actually fearful of. He was not faking it. So, Prabhu, next slide. Yeah. So Queen Kunti, actually we read in Queen Kunti's prayers also, right? She actually says this, that fear personified is afraid of Krishna, but still Krishna is afraid of Mother Yashoda, or fearful of Mother Yashoda. So how to understand this, fear personified is afraid, and Krishna here as a baby is really afraid of and fearful of of Mother Yashoda. So Krishna actually is covered, he himself covers also, Yogamaya potency, covers Krishna so that he can carry out these pastimes just as a child of Mother Yashoda and Nand Maharaj. He's not thinking, I'm the Supreme Lord. And at the same time, the Vrindavan Vasis are also covered with this internal potency, where it's not like a Vaikuntha mood where awe and reverence is there. It's more so seeing Krishna as a baby only, but with so much affection because he's the Supreme Lord. And if you can think about it, right? If some Matajis are here or Prabhus are here, if you know that your son or daughter is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, would you be able to go after with a stick after them? No, right? You'll be like, paying obeisances and all. So that's the reason they are covered, so that they can relish this loving relationship with Krishna. And of course, Krishna also forgets that he is the Lord. That's the beauty. And he wants to reciprocate with the devotion and love of his devotees. So there is another thing. When Sukdev Goswami actually mentions that although yogis, this is also from Bhagavatam, that yogis and jnanis and other practitioners of other yoga systems besides Bhakti Yoga, they cannot capture Krishna, although they can meditate on Paramatma within the heart, or try to merge with the effulgence, the Brahman effulgence, the jnanis, they want to merge. But they can do a lot of austerities. No matter how many austerities, penances one does, they fail to reach Krishna. And we'll see, what are the reasons and how Krishna can be captured. So Mother Yashoda actually is not thinking, although all these jnanis and other practitioners of other yoga systems, they actually see Krishna as a Supreme Lord. Mother Yashoda is not seeing Krishna as Supreme Lord. So Krishna is running, continuing with the story, Krishna is running, Mother Yashoda is going after him, and finally, after running so much, she's able to catch Krishna. And when she catches Krishna, what happens? Krishna is very fearful. There are symptoms of fear that are indicated by the acharyas that Krishna exhibited. When we are fearful, what are the symptoms that we exhibit usually? Okay, besides kids now, any grown-ups? Oh, Mataji. Trembling, yes. Heartbeat goes up, yes. Confusion. Crying, yes. Anxiety. Wonderful answers. And kids have any other different answers? No. No. Crying, yeah. So, yeah, 4 symptoms were exhibited by Krishna. Crying, trembling was one of them. Also, along with rubbing, Krishna was rubbing his eyes. And the ointment that was, there on his eyes, it was getting smeared all over his face. And he had frightened eyes, as we see in the picture. He was so frightened. And heavy breathing, heartbeat goes up. Krishna is known as master of all emotions. Another name for that is, a Sanskrit name is Rasaraj. So Mother Yashoda was scolding him, and in reciprocation, he wanted to exhibit these symptoms. Because, say if Mataji, you are scolding Madhava, but Madhava is not showing he's so indifferent to your scolding has no effect, looks like, right? There's no exchange of or importance of your scolding on him, or the effect of your scolding on him. So, but Krishna is very sensitive to his devotees. When Mother Yashoda is scolding Krishna, Krishna wanted to reciprocate with Mother Yashoda's feelings or emotions. So, what does he do? He also is exhibiting this 4 symptoms of fear. That's again insights of the acharyas. So again, following in the footsteps of Mother Yashoda, we can express our sincere love or devotion to Krishna, and then Krishna also will reciprocate. He says that in Bhagavad Gita. It's not a one-sided thing, right? Krishna is always there to reciprocate with us, but we are very hesitant. We don't want Krishna in our lives, or we are enjoying separately from Krishna. Anybody knows the verse that Krishna says that I also reciprocate with devotees? It's early in the chapter. Yes. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam sataiva vachamiyam. In 4:11, Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 11th verse, that as one approaches Krishna, Krishna reciprocates according to the mood, the intention of the person, the devotee who's approaching him. So some people, there are people in this world who don't want Krishna. So then Krishna would leave them alone, because that's their approach towards Krishna. Then Krishna does not disturb them much, because they're envious of Krishna, then Krishna does not disturb them. So now another point to note here is the gopis from whose houses Krishna was stealing butter, right? That was his daily pastime. Krishna was not afraid of them. In fact, Krishna got caught one time, red-handed, maybe more than once, but at least we know of one pastime where he got caught red-handed. One gopi actually caught him. Yes. Okay, just hold on. Okay. So this is the pastime where, and then that gopi takes, okay, now I have a proof, evidence that you have butter on your hands, and I'm going to take you to Mother Yashoda to prove to Mother Yashoda that you were stealing. Because sometimes Mother Yashoda was like, why would he steal? I have so much butter in my home. So the gopi took Krishna to Mother Yashoda. Krishna is a mystic person, right? What did he do? He changed his place, meaning he replaced himself with that gopi's son. So then when she went, she was just holding and taking Krishna, of course, to go Mother Yashoda. But when they arrived, she didn't look at whether it's her son or Krishna. She just was walking. And then she said, look what your son has done. And Mother Yashoda is saying, what? This is your son. Why are you complaining? What happened? So this is what happens. And then Krishna used to actually threaten the gopis. Next time I'll put your husband in my place if you actually, do this. So Krishna was not afraid of the gopis, but Krishna was afraid of Mother Yashoda, and especially when she had the stick in her hand. So when they were running, actually, before he got caught, Mother Yashoda was telling Krishna, stop. And Krishna was saying, no, you first put that stick down, then only I'll stop. That was a conversation going while the running was happening. And finally, of course, Mother Yashoda was able to catch him. And Mother Yashoda's intention was not to actually, make him so frightened. Her intention for catching Krishna it was a Diwali day. She had a lot of work, and she wanted to actually get hold of Krishna and maybe tie him, put him in one place so he does not run away with his friends and do another mischief, and she can continue with her work. That was the intention. And of course, another intention was also that if I don't teach my son now that he's stealing, when he grows up, what would he be? Kids have to be taught from the childhood to not do wrong things. Yes. He'll be a thief if he grows up to be like this, right? So, so that was happening. Now comes the pastime where Mother Yashoda is trying to bind Krishna, which Mataji, Suvarnamanji Mataji described last time. We'll just go a little bit in detail. So she just, the intention was tie him to a motor so he can be in one place and not disturb or run away. So she got some rope from the house and started to tie. And as we know, the rope was short. So she got another rope, few more ropes. She was not able to tie Krishna up at all. And the news also spread. Gopis came, gave more ropes. Here, take my rope, take this rope, but not able to tie yet. So Krishna, there are few reasons why Krishna was delaying to get bound by Mother Yashoda. One of the reasons is he wanted to go on Mother Yashoda's lap. If we go back to the pastime where it began, Mother Yashoda had Krishna in her lap and feeding Krishna. And Krishna was actually in Mother Yashoda's lap. He was watching Mother Yashoda's expressions and hearing, the Mother Yashoda singing while he was drinking the milk. And now so what happened after? He was being put down from the lap, and now he wanted to go back again on the lap of Mother Yashoda. It's explained that Mother Yashoda, while running after Krishna and getting hold of him is one thing. Tying Krishna, she made so much effort. So, like it's said, right? The 2 fingers too short. The significance of it is one is endeavor and one is the mercy of the Lord. She did so much endeavor and this pastime. So she started running after Krishna. It said at sunrise, and it was sunset, and she was not able to bind Krishna. 12 hours almost. One would get exhausted, right? 12 hours of binding Krishna only. So she was very exhausted, and it was a Diwali day, so she had decorated, wore nice clothes and decorated herself, and all her decorations and everything was, flowers from her hair had fallen down, and everything was, not done, it was messed up. But Krishna's intention was to be again on the Mother Yashoda's lap, to see her. Now the parental affection was mixed with, of course, love was there, but at the same time anger was there too. So Krishna wanted to experience both the mixture of love and anger in Mother Yashoda, and also wanted to, there was no more singing, the glories that she was singing when she was churning in the beginning, that was not there. But Mother Yashoda is a pure devotee of the Lord, Nitya Siddha devotee of the Lord. She actually is always thinking of Krishna only, and the Kirtan is always going on within herself. So Krishna wanted to get near her on the lap to hear the heartbeat of Mother Yashoda, where she could hear the Kirtan going, not vocally outside, but inside her. So that is also explained by the acharyas. That's another. Also, another thing is explained by the acharyas is Mother Yashoda was perspiring so much, she was so exhausted, she was perspiring. All the perspiration, like I said, everything in the spiritual world has a personality. So the perspiration also is a person. And perspiration was falling drop by drop on Krishna's feet, lotus feet, and requesting Krishna, okay, Mother Yashoda is tired now, please make yourself, tied up, do that. It's so hard for her now. From that perspiration, unique fragrance, when we perspire, we don't want to even, right? But when when Mother Yashoda's perspiration was emanating very unique fragrance also. So Mother Yashoda actually faced 3 obstacles. So before, when she was doing all this, trying to tie Krishna, the gopis also came, and everybody came to know what's happening in Nanda Bhavan, Nanda Maharaj's courtyard. And the gopis wanted to actually, were telling, leave it, Yashoda, leave it. He's not going to be bound today. Why are you after this child like that? So Mother Yashoda was having 3 obstacles. She faced 3 obstacles while tying Krishna. One is exhaustion, complete exhaustion, 12 hours of going and still not being able to tie Krishna. Exhaustion, failure, that she could not complete her activity, what she wanted, action. And the third one is criticism from the gopis and from the other people, that why are you after Krishna? So we also experience that, right? Prabhupada says, right, when we are doing devotional service, unless we have opposition from outside world, we are not making progress. When we face opposition in our spiritual life from outside world, of course we have a lot of obstacles within ourselves and from outside world, but that shows that we are making progress, because we are going against the flow of the norms, the society, right? Meaning people, what is the norm of, usually what people in general want to do is enjoy, be happy, sense gratification and all. And what are we saying? What is Krishna consciousness about? Serving the Supreme Lord Krishna, engaging all our senses in the service of the Lord. So we also may do some service like Janmashtami. We all experienced how it was exhausting, right? Exhaustion is there. Or just getting up. Many of us get up every day. Many get up for Mangala Aarti for the special month of Kartik. We find we are exhausted sometimes, and we do service and we are exhausted. And failure also we face, we are not always successful. And we face criticism from our outside friends, family members sometimes. I know I've like, why are you encouraging your daughter to take up Krishna consciousness at this young age? Who will marry her? You don't see movies, you don't eat outside. It's such a, going against the norms of the society. This is all normal for general public, right? So, no eating onion garlic, no drinking tea. What is, what world are you living in? So that's criticism comes, right? You have to pursue a career. Of course we do, but they think that way. So this is what we also so we can apply this in our devotional service that we will face. But then Krishna also wants to not give in very easily, right? Krishna explanation has been given. The two fingers too short. Reasons why Krishna delayed or why the rope was not, Mother Yashoda was not able to tie Krishna up is Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He has no beginning, no end. He is unlimited. How can you tie unlimited? You don't see a beginning, you don't see. When we have a rope, we have a beginning and we have an end, two sides of the rope. Something that is here in front of us that has no beginning, no end. Where would you tie? Mother Yashoda was trying to tie Krishna in the middle. So there is no beginning, no end. There is no way you can tie Krishna. And the rope being short is also explained as Bhagavad and Bhagwan mercy. Bhagavad mercy and Bhagwan mercy. So unless we have the mercy, Bhagavad mercy is mercy of the devotee or the spiritual master. Unless we have the mercy of a pure devotee or spiritual master or a very advanced devotee in our life, we cannot, it's through them we get Krishna. And when we have faith in them and we serve them and obey their instructions, we reach Krishna. We are able to reach Krishna, or not on our own. And Krishna also sees that this devotee of mine is following the pure devotee. Then he will give mercy. So Yasya Prasada Bhagavad Prasada, right? The mercy, it's both reciprocation. Both are needed. Bhagavad mercy and Bhagwan mercy. And Bhagwan gives mercy only when we approach and serve pure devotee. So that's very important. And then Jiva Goswami explains on this also that usually in villages, this is a very different explanation of this 2 fingers too short. Jiva Goswami explains that usually in villages, there is always an approximation. There is nothing certain. Like if you ask some old people in the village, even they don't have a date when they were born. They say maybe this year, somewhere in 1980s or 1950s or, something like that they'll say. They don't even know the exact date. I know one of my grandparents, they didn't know their exact date. When it's an approximation. Maybe just put that date and that goes legally in all the documents. So like we say, how many people came on Janmashtami? We give an approximately, maybe some 2,000, 2,300, 2,400. It's an approximation. So in villages, that's how they talk. How much is it? Oh, it's maybe 2 or 3 like that, people are there, or maybe few thousand, few hundreds. Similarly, the 2 fingers too short should not be taken literally, that it's 2 fingers too short. That's what Jiva Goswami is saying. That's a conventional, colloquial village talk, which, so they just say, how much short is the rope? Oh, just 2 fingers short, like that. So don't take that literally. And then one more thing, Krishna was waiting for Radharani to come. In the Damodarashtakam, we have Namo Radhikaya Tvadiya Priyaya. Srimati Radharani is addressed. So Srimati Radharani also has a part to play in this pastime, quite a big part, that Krishna was waiting for Radharani to come. Why? Because, he's so much attached to Radharani, so she wanted Radharani to be present and have a role in this. When Radharani came, Krishna actually indicated to Radharani, give your, the tie, like you tie the hair, right, with a ribbon or something, give that ribbon. Oh, I have 10 minutes. Okay. give your ribbon to Mother Yashoda. And Radharani was hesitant, but because Krishna was saying, she did. And as soon as she gave the ribbon, Krishna got tied. That's another explanation. This is that Krishna was waiting for Radharani to come. And that's for, we have Radha Damodar. The name comes from there, Radha Damodar. So Krishna, we know endeavor and mercy both are required. Endeavor is just not a plain endeavor that we do of just getting up and chanting, right? Endeavor is needed for in all aspects of devotional service. Not just one, okay, I was told to do this service, I did that service, and that's it, that's my endeavor. No, not like that. One should do endeavor. This is again coming from the Acharyas. Krishna, what Mother Yashoda did, in one of the verses in Srimad Bhagavatam which describes this pastime, it says parishrama. Shrama usually is endeavor. Parishrama, the word pari has an importance attached to make it parishrama. And that is, Krishna wanted to see Mother Yashoda, of course, she did 12 hours of parishrama, right? She, from every aspect, she was trying to bind Krishna. So that was her effort. But to apply for us, Krishna wants to see his devotee is working hard in every aspect, every way to please him. Not just be satisfied with one service or one thing that we do. In all aspects of services, because sometimes we find even the service that we have taken, try to do shortcuts, right? Somehow or the other get through. But that's not the right mood. That's what is bringing out here. I will skip few things. Let me see this. Prabhu, you can change. Yeah, so Krishna, this is from 10. Yes, Prabhu. This verse. So Prabhupada writes in the purport, I wanted to read this. Yogis, this is 10th canto, 9th chapter and 10th verse. Yogis cannot capture Krishna by severe penances and austerities, but Mother Yashoda, despite all obstacles, was finally able to catch Krishna without difficulty. This is the difference between a yogi and a bhakta. Yogis cannot enter even the effulgence of Krishna. Yasha Prabha Prabhavo Jagad Anta Kotishu from Brahma Samhita 540. In that effulgence, there are millions of universes, but yogis and jnanis cannot enter the effulgence even after many, many years of austerities. Whereas bhaktas can capture Krishna simply by love and affection. This is the example shown here by Mother Yashoda. Krishna therefore confirms that if one wants to capture him, one must undertake devotional service. And then Prabhupada quotes this, I think we can link this verse, and I think Prabhupada quotes this verse, Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschashmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato gnatva vishate tad anantaram. In Bhagavad Gita 18:55, Krishna says, only by undivided devotional service can I be known. Not otherwise, not by any kind of austerities or penances can I be known. So we have a picture of Mother Yashoda trying to tie Krishna, and then finally we can see all the gopis in the next picture. Or everybody's around, his friends are there. So how to understand Krishna? This is understanding Krishna. This is the quality of Krishna. He is known as Bhakta Vatsala, affectionate to his devotees. And that is the only way. Krishna himself tells us how to approach him and how we can bind Krishna and how we can bring Krishna under our control. Although devotees are not looking for bringing Krishna under their control, but Krishna himself gives himself to the devotees who have so much affection, just like Mother Yashoda. He wants to become subordinate to his devotees. So in this pastime actually, Krishna actually wanted to bring out the glories of Mother Yashoda, that her purity, her devotion and love for Krishna, that he asked, he made it a big thing, right? In the courtyard, everybody assembled and he said, come and see how I'm getting tied by Mother Yashoda. This is Krishna's, he becomes subordinate to his devotees. He loves to become subordinate to his devotees. Krishna is the personification of peace and pure goodness, yet he becomes angry. This looks like contradiction, right? How can Krishna become angry? Krishna is supposed to advocate peace, like he's saying in Peace Formula in 529 of Bhagavad Gita. Why is Krishna becoming angry? He is in a pure goodness mood. Krishna is the master of goddess of fortune, yet he steals butter. He is not liking his Atmaram. Atmaram means self-satisfied. He does not need anything outside. Like we look for a car or a house or some kind of food or to satisfy ourselves, our senses. Krishna does not need anything. He is self-satisfied. He is the master of all opulences. From him comes everything. Yet he is going and stealing butter at the devotees, at the gopis' house. How to understand that? So this bewilders the minds of non-believers or people who don't have faith. It's very hard for them to understand what kind of God are you worshipping. He steals butter, and is that what he's teaching you all? That to go and steal butter or you become a thief? This is again, but you have to understand the inner meaning of this Krishna's qualities. He instills fear in all through time as death, but he flees in fear of Mother Yashoda's stick. So again, fear personified, we heard, is afraid of Krishna, but he's afraid of Mother Yashoda's stick only. And Krishna is unlimited and all-pervading, yet he becomes limited by being tied up because he gives in to the devotion of his devotees. So one more thing is, there are very few pastimes of the Lord covers all the 5 rasas. And this is one such pastime where all the 5 rasas, what are the 5? Quickly, we have I'm short of time, sorry. 2 minutes. I'll stop here then. Let me see if there is. Just to summarize few points quickly. Krishna, in this pastimes we'll see Krishna exchanging 5 rasas with like Shantarasa, parental affection, servitorship, friendship, and conjugal relationship. All the 5 rasas are actually covered in this pastime. We don't have time to go through that. Main thing is he does this pastime to demonstrate the power of pure love of his devotees in Vrindavan. That is what the lesson for us is. That it's the love, not love that Krishna is the Supreme Lord, but the love that Krishna is, that he's so strong and powerful, he's killing demons even as a child. Not because of that they are attracted, but it's just the love and devotion they have, the natural love and devotion they have for Krishna. So we'll end here. Sorry, we're running out of time, but there's a few things. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Damodar Kartik Mand ki jai, Shri Shri Radha Damodar ki jai, Yashoda Mai ki jai. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji, for nice class. Due to the time constraint, we have only one question we can take. If you have anyone, the first come, first serve. Devotees in the online, they can raise your hand, or the devotees in the temple room. Anyone have any questions?
The Shanta Rasa, the Vatsalya Rasa, Madhurya, that is last, the Madhurya Rasa, the Sakhya Rasa, and I'm missing one more. Is it 4? Servitorship. Servitorship. Dasya Rasa. So that though all the 5 rasas were exhibited by, like one was milk exhibited the Shanta Rasa, the friends, monkeys, friends that and then parental, of course, Mother Yashoda is there, conjugal is Radha Rani, and Dasya is Kubera's sons. That pastime we didn't get in, further. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you all. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you all for attending. The next part of our program is Aarti. Please rise at your places. And devotees, please stay back. We are doing Damodara Ashtakam and Damodara Aarti. It is very, very auspicious to do in this month of Kartik.
Paper? Or to keep this?
Oh, never mind. No, I was going to ask for Damodar Ashtakam.
Oh, you want to read?
Damodar Ashtakam.
You want to read, right?
Yeah. But no, it's okay. We're just doing it. Yeah.
कृष्ण प्रस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने।
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्तवृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्री श्रीमाद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस एसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की नवदीप धाम की यमुना देवी गंगा देवी तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की बृहत मृदंगा की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Hare Krishna Temple of Austin, Kartik Mahine ki jai.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Can you give one here, please? Behind. A few behind. More than one behind. Oh.
Namamishwaram Satchidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam
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 Yashoda Viyolukalaadavanam Param Rishtamatyantada Gopya
Yashodabhiyolukhaladhavamanam Param Rishtam Atyantato Dhruta Gopya
Yashoda Viyolukalaadavanam Param Rishtamatyantada Gopya
Yashodabhiyolukhaladhavamanam Param Rishtam Atyantato Dhruta Gopya
Rudantam Murnetrayam Amrujantam कराम्बुजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम्
रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रा युग्मां मृजान्ताम् कराम्भुजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्राम्
मुहुश्वासकं पात्रिरेकाङ्ककान्ता स्थितग्रीवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्
मुहुश्वासकं पात्रिरेकाङ्ककान्ता स्थिताग्रैवा दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्
इति दृक्ष्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्तम्
इति दृक्ष्वा लीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाख्यापयन्ताम्
तदीयशितग्नेषु भक्तर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमातस्तं सदा वृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तर्जितात्वाम् पुनः प्रेमातस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयशिताग्नेषु भक्तर्जितत्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सदा वृत्तिवन्दे
तदीयेषिताग्नेषु भक्तर्जितात्वाम् पुनः प्रेमातस्तं शतावृत्तिवन्दे
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं विनेहं वरेशादपीह
वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षां वधिं वा न चाण्यं व्रीनेहं वरेशादपीह
वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षावधिं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरेशादपीह
वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षां वधिं वा न चाण्यं व्रीनेऽहं वरेशादपीह
इदं ते वपुरनाथः गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य वीरास्तां किमन्ये
इदं ते वपुरनाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मानस्य वीराष्टं किमन्ये
इदं ते वपुरनाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य वीरास्तां किमन्ये
इदं ते वपुरनाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य वीराष्टं किमन्ये
इदं ते मुकाम्बोजमत्यन्तनीलैर्वृतं कुण्टलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तनीलैर् वृतं कुन्तालैस्निग्धारक्तैश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्बुजम् अत्यन्तनीलैर्वृतं कुण्टलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजम् अत्यन्तनीलैर्वृतं कुन्तालैस्निग्धारक्तैश्च गोप्या
मुश्चुम्बितां बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनस्य विरास्तमलं लक्षलाभे
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्ताधरं मे मनस्य वीराष्टं मालं लक्षलाभे
मुश्चुम्बितां बिम्बारक्तादरं मे मनस्य विरास्तमलं लक्ष्यलाभे
बिम्बारक्ताधरामे मनस्य विरास्तामालं लक्षलाभे
नमो देवदामोदरनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभु दुःखजालाब्धिमग्नम्
नमो देवदामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम्
नमो देवदामोदरनन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभु दुःखजालाब्धिमग्नम्
नमो देवदामोदरानन्त विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम्
कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदिनं बतानु हनिशाममग्नमे
दक्षिदृश्यवृष्ट्यादिदिनं बतानु
कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदिनं बतानु जहाने क्षमामग्नमे दक्षिदृश्य कुबेरात्मजो बन्धमुत्यैव यन्त्वात् त्वया मोचितो भक्तिभाजो कृतौ च
कुबेरात्माजौ बद्धामूर्तैव यद्वात् त्वया मुचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजो बन्धमुत्यैव यन्त्वात् त्वया मोचितो भक्तिभाजो कृतौ च
कुबेरात्माजौ बद्धामूर्तैव यद्वात् त्वया मोचितौ भक्तिभजौ कृतौ च
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाकमे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षग्रहो मे दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाकमे प्रयाच न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाकाम्य प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वाकं मे प्रयाच न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय त्वविश्वस्य दाम्ने
नमस्तेस्तु धाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथा विश्वास्य धाम्ने
नमस्ते स्तुदाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदराय त्वविश्वस्य दाम्ने
नमस्तेस्तु धाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथा विश्वास्य धाम्ने
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नान्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नान्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नन्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
नमो राधिकाय त्वदीया प्रियाय नमो नान्तलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यम्
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
जय राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राधा दामोदर
Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Shri Krishna
Jaya Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Shri Krishna
Jaya Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Shri Krishna
Jaya Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Yashomati Nandana Shri Krishna
Nittai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nittai Gaura Hari Bol
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol
Next is Nursing Arti. A singer is coming.
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Namaste Narasimhaya
Praladaladanayine
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 Hiranyakashipurvakshah
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 Shilatankanakalaye
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 Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha
Yato Yato Yami Tato 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 Narsimha
Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha
Narasimha Madin Shara
शरणं प्रपद्ये
तव कर कमलवर्येण अद्भुत शृङ्गार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
तव कर कमलवरेणाखाम् अद्भुत शृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा
जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरु
जय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल जय गौर हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय प्रहलाद महाराज की Thank you, Sanjana. That's a wonderful and ecstatic Kirtan. Thank you, Krishna Chaitanya for Mridanga. Thank you, Swarna Manjari Mataji for repetition. And thank you, Radha Vinod Prabhu for